Hey guys, welcome to the weekend vlogs. I got my pink top on to match my living room decor. I don't know, I love this color of pink. It just, plus I love the combination. I know you guys are like, what is she even talking about? I love the combination of pink and brown. What can I say? I'm a coat of many colors. Comment below on if you know that song. It's Dolly Parton. But I think I mentioned this in a recent Walmart video that should be up at this point. I don't know how you guys use these Garnier, this is the up and up version of Garnier micellar waters. I've tried Bioderma, it works okay. The Bioderma micellar water is probably the only micellar water that I was like, okay, I can see this being useful. But man, I can't with that. I know some people love it, but you know, for me, it's all about the oil cleansing. I just find that, you know, it burns. I don't like having to use a cotton pad. If I put it in my hands, it splashes all over the place. Yeah, I'm really not into that. But speaking of mascara, I've been back on my Maybelline Colossal mascara game, and that is, here it is. Let me show you, so you know what I'm talking about. This is one of my favorite mascaras. And it's pretty easy to take off. I don't typically use a waterproof. I mean, sometimes I accidentally get the waterproof one and it doesn't bother me or anything. But I'm telling you this because when I try and use the micellar waters to take off mascara, so I, you know, use a cotton pad or whatever, soak. And then I get in the shower, gentle cleanser, I come out and I have mascara residue all over the place as if it didn't really do anything but smear it around. Reminds me of makeup removing wipes. As long as you take your mascara off, you're good, your eye makeup off. There's this case report out there, this woman who like never took her mascara off. I don't even want to revisit that topic because the image that they showed, ooh, of the inside of her eye, ooh, makes it feel like you've got something crawling up your back whenever you think of that. Yeah, definitely take off your eye makeup for sure. It's not good for your eyelashes. It's not good for your eyelid margin health. You can get styes. Speaking of styes, you know who's susceptible to getting styes? I'm coming in with the shimmer sunscreen. You know who's susceptible to getting styes? People with rosacea. They can get a lot of, you know, the rosacea affects the eyes as well. Get like a gritty sensation, and then get the little pustules on the eyelid area. Man, this Kroger shimmer, I'm telling you, I kind of want to do like a roundup of things that have blown my mind skincare wise in terms of budget friendly options, because this year, I mean, like if you're asleep at the wheel, you're gonna crash. And you're like, isn't that obvious? Yeah, I mean, if you're not paying attention to the deals out there, you're gonna blow a bunch of money and be sad about it. So that's why I think I should make this video. Just ignore me. Sometimes random stuff comes out of my mouth. I don't put a lot of thought into it. See, these vlogs are not scripted, you know. I just say whatever comes out of my mouth. The skincare videos I do Monday through Friday, I prepare what I'm going to say. It's not like I'm reading off of a script. Some people ask me that, like, are you reading off of a script? No. I just know what I'm going to say, and I plan out what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it in advance, because there I'm like talking about something specific, and I don't want to confuse people. I want to make sure I'm clear. So with those videos, I definitely spend time planning out what I'm going to say, the order I'm going to say it in, how I'm going to say it, and things of that sort. So, you know, that's a lot more scripted in a sense, but these videos are not. Like, when I turn on the camera to vlog, I have no idea what I'm gonna do. I mean, I know what I'm gonna do because I do a lot of the same things every day, but I never know what I'm gonna talk to you guys about. I mean, it's inevitable I'm gonna drink coffee, but that's like a necessity of life, you know. Well guys, checking back in. I've been getting some work done. I filmed a video for you all on heat stroke. I think, speaking of which, I'm gonna go for a little jaunt outside, get some fresh air. It's actually pretty nice out, so I think, here, let's blow out the candle. I think I will be comfortable. I'm wearing, here, I'll show you. I'm wearing this pullover that I got from the Amazonian with my pink tank underneath. Well, hey guys, I am out on a walk. I've got my Brittany hat, which is really good for blocking out the wind as I move forward. It's a gorgeous day out. It's not the least bit hot. Oh, the little ducks, so cute. Another thing this white hat is good for is if any ticks fall on my head, I can see them crawling around. A little tick shield. Yeah, ticks, they're common this time of year. You know, they latch on. The thing about Lyme disease is that it's a reflection of the proportion of the ticks in a given area that are infected with the bacteria that cause Lyme, called Borrelia burgdorferi. And that bacteria lives in the gut of the tick. And in order for it to infect you, the tick has to latch onto you and start sucking your blood. The bacteria has to migrate from the gut of the tick into its salivary gland before it can be introduced into you. So for that reason, if a tick is attached to you for like less than 24 hours, the transmission of Lyme is significantly almost non-existent. So that is why when it comes to preventing tick-borne illnesses, if you are in an area like a wooded area or grassy area, hiking and whatnot, you want to check yourself for ticks regularly. And they love warm spots, like between the butt cheeks is a favorite location for a tick, under the arms, under the breasts. They're really attracted to warm, moist areas of the body. And not only that, but when you're out in a area, stick to the center of the trail. Don't go wandering off into the grassiness, because that's really where you pick them up. Over here we have these mossy trees. Peaceful. It's good to get out and moving about though. Don't stay indoors and be a hermit. It's good for your blood pressure, your mental health, your mood, just getting out and moving for sure. It's funny, like we have all of these advances in modern medicine that have extended our lifespan so much. However, I feel as though one of our downfalls is our sedentary lifestyle. Things are just, we rely too much on convenience, so we don't move our bodies enough. And I really think that is really, it's not just my random thought. There's definitely a lot of truth to the harms of a sedentary lifestyle. It really, being active, especially into as long as possible, try and stay as active as possible all the time. Before I know it, it'll be way too hot to be outside, so I have to take advantage of being outdoors when it's physically enjoyable as long as possible. See, I always grew up around cicadas, and the sound of them I find very comforting. But I know, I've come to learn as an adult that some people detest the sound of them. It's like nails on a chalkboard. But I find them very soothing. And we're back. Gorgeous day. I saw some comments either here on YouTube comments, or maybe it was over on my Instagram, asking me how I store my hats. I typically just store them in my little coat closet on that top shelf up there. I just got one of these hooks. Remember, I bought these, I feel like I bought these at Big Lots a while back. I just put these little command hook type hooks on the wall, and I just hang them up that way. I see them and remind myself to take one. I really love this Brittany hat the most because it's very collapsible, so it's easy to scrunch up and take with you. This one though I really like because it's got the under the chin strap, so it doesn't blow away. And this one is really nice too. See, you can just the string in there to tighten it also helps it stay on the hook. Yeah, so these three right now are the ones I have in active rotation, but I seriously need to organize this coat closet. It's kind of a disaster. It's a disaster and it's not. Here's my other Brittany hat actually. See how this one I've had for years. This is the khaki color. I just have it stuffed in there And then I have this one, which I love. This is great for those of you like me that like to wear a top bun, because it wraps around your head and you can put your bun on the top. This is great for by the pool. And then this is the one I got in the FabFitFun box, this little visor, which, to be honest, the sun protection on that is not so great, because it doesn't really give that much coverage. Similar to, like, you know, sometimes I'll wear a baseball hat and they're fine, but like they don't really give the best coverage. I have some shoes here. Shoe covers are always good to have in like the little coat closet in case you put your shoes on and then you remind yourself that you need to go grab something. I don't like walking around my apartment with my shoes on because there's lots of grime and whatnot. But yeah, I need to clean up in here. Like, these are my current shoes that I wear a fair amount in and out. Sneakers, and then of course my slip-on Birkenstocks. I bought this on the Amazonian, this wet it and forget it stuff. I need to use it. The problem is it's supposed to go on. It's supposed to prevent that algae stuff from growing all over the cement, but you have to use it when the cement or stucco is dry. And when I bought it and was motivated to use it and do it, it kept raining nonstop. Now it's dry enough. I need to get my butt in gear and do this to help cut down on that stuff. Moss mildew. The joys of living in Dewville. I also bought some stuff to kind of zhuzh up my bathroom that I need to do. Like, I have a bamboo shower hanger caddy in there that I need to install, put up, whatever. I have some purses up there and another hat. So yeah, I mean, it's not the most organized. There's a new shower curtain I got at Walmart I want to say several months ago. It's embarrassing how long I've had it and not made the time to put up. So yeah, this closet, it's not that disastrous, but it needs a little bit of TLC in terms of a zhuzh. This system though has kind of worked out okay for me. This little, this is like a thing that you can get these so cheap at like Dollar Tree. I feel like has these from time to time. They're meant to store shoes, and I do have some shoes in there, but like, they're also great for storing hats that collapse. If that weren't enough, Cetaphil sent me this years ago. It had a bunch of the Cetaphil Gentle Cleanse. It had Cetaphil cleansers in it and stuff. It had like actually 4 products in total. I felt like this was a bit of an extravagant package for skincare products, but I have really used this because I've got probably 5 or 6 hats in there, and then I have the 2 on the top, and I do wear all of them. You know, it's those are more of like hats to go with outfits. They're all broad brimmed, but you know what I mean? Like, if I'm going to an event outdoors, I tap into that stash, whereas the ones in my little coat closet are more like everyday. Yeah, in my opinion, you can never have too many hats. See, I feel like a lot of people collect shoes, and I try and I'm not, you know, I like shoes, but I'm not really one of those shoe crazy gals. But hats, I'm always, you know, I can't say no to hats, because different hats, different times of the year, different outfits. I mean, they're an accessory that people really need to embrace beyond the baseball hat. Because honestly, our ancestors knew where it was at with the hats, whether it be a bonnet or what have you for sun protection. Yeah, I was going through a bunch of my purses and I discovered more sunglasses that were hiding in purses. Like this pair, I think I got in a FabFitFun box. I think I showed you guys these maybe when I first got these organizers, which I got these on Amazon. They're pretty nice. But I found these green ones that came in another FabFitFun box. Those are really fun to wear. And then these I got a while back. They're Jessica Simpson sunglasses. So I have a good selection here of UV protective eyewear. But I'm telling you, these Maui Gems, I can't get over how crisp everything looks wearing these. I've been so impressed. So yeah, that's how I've been storing those. Excuse the junk here, I need to tidy this up. Like, I've got these random things. I promise I don't have them there so I can just sit here and pick my teeth. That'd be gross. But I opened them and then I set them there and kind of forgot what I was doing. Does that happen to anybody else? Like, you get you're in the middle of doing something, and then like you get a phone call or a text or something, and it commands your attention, and then you come back and you're like, why did I leave this here? Yeah. Anyway, like I like keeping my sunglasses here at the edge of my desk, like close to the door, so that, you know, I remember to grab them on my way out. Same thing with the hats. Well guys, I'm gonna make a lemon slushy, and I'm gonna put it in my new fancy pitcher, but I'm not gonna be bothered to squeeze a bunch of lemons. I just have the Italian Volcano. I love this stuff. I get it at Costco. It's actually really good. It's much better than like the that lemon juice stuff that you get in that weird plastic lemon in the grocery section. You know what I'm talking about? Not much in. This is stevia sweetener I have in here. I'm gonna do the ice crush setting. And just like that, we have frothy lemonade. All right, let's give it a taste. I just love this little lemonade set that I got. Isn't it cute? Cheers! Kind of looks like milk, right? Ooh, that's good. That's really good. Well, I shouldn't say much better than squeezing your own lemons, but like just as good. Is it just me? Did Paul Newman have lemonade at one point in his line? I feel like he did. I feel like this kind of tastes like the Paul Newman lemonade. If you don't like drinking water and you don't want to mess with lemons, get the Volcano, splash it on in. Speaking of squeezing lemons, be careful. If you have lemon juice or lime juice on your skin and you're out in the sun, it'll cause a vicious rash called phytophotodermatitis. Likewise, the peels, if you're handling like lime or lemon peels or citrus peels, have compounds in them called furocoumarins, they're photosensitizing. It causes a very uncomfortable rash. Commonly seen like people who are enjoying margaritas outdoors, imbibing with, or maybe putting a lime in their beer, squeeze the juice on their hands or whatever, and they're out in the sun. Yeah. Oh, that is good. I'm telling you, I discovered Italian Volcano a couple of years ago at Costco. It is one of those Costco finds that, fingers crossed for me, they never take away, because since discovering it, I prefer it over messing around with squeezing lemons for sure. Whew. Well, hey guys, I just hopped out of the shower. I'm trying out some Korean skincare products that will be blah, blah, blah. That was funny. I was saying something, and as I put this on my face, it made my words come out. I'm trying out some Korean skincare products from Some by Me that I'm going to review for you guys at a later date, not sponsored. And one of the things I was thinking about is, I get this question a fair amount: should you rub skincare products in or pat them in? I believe it makes the most sense to actually rub skincare products in, because skin's not a flat sheet. You've got these crevices, it's a 3D structure, and you really get maximum benefit out of ingredients by rubbing it in. However, when you have a product that is a really, really runny liquid, you pour some in your hand, and if you just go straight to the face rubbing, most of it's going to run down the inner part of your hand. A better way, actually, than what I just did is to put a little of a liquid in your hand, take some with your finger from the palm of your hand, just kind of cup it there and massage it in a thin film. That really works out well, I find, with these. But you do kind of, with the more liquid ones, if you're taking it straight from the palm of your hand to your face, you kind of do have to almost pat it there quickly and then rub it in so that it goes on the skin and makes its way on there. That's, you know, one thing with liquids, they are a little bit more on the challenging side to work with. One aspect of this line, which I know I'm being kind of nebulous about it, but one thing I can tell you for sure I do not like is a packaging thing. It's like, I feel like they picked the wrong packaging for the consistency, the texture, and the dispensation needs of the product. So stay tuned for that. It should be up later on this month. Y'all, skincare story time. The other day I was wearing a dress, really, really cute. And for the first time in a long time, like we're talking months and months and months, I wore a strapless bra, an underwire. Like, I'm one of those people, I wear a bra every day, but I love wearing just sports bras because I find they're a lot more comfortable and a heck of a lot more supportive. And I mean, I prefer sports bras. The thing about sports bras that's annoying is the straps aren't always, you know, they don't always go with certain things, especially dresses. So I have, you know, some regular underwire bras that I rarely ever wear unless I'm gonna wear a certain type of dress. You get what I'm saying? I'm going on and on and on. Anyway, so I was wearing this strapless bra on this right side where the strapless bra was hitting, just like super irritated, super like inflamed, like itchy, uncomfortable. And I really think it's something to do with the nickel in the underwire, or like the snaps and stuff, because there's a piece of like metal from the underwire, right? Not the underwire, but something about like something in the material where there was metal must have had nickel in it, because I think that aggravated my skin. Most people have some degree of nickel allergy, and it was a hot day when I was wearing this dress, and so it must have been the friction, the sweat and everything. Maybe it was just an irritant dermatitis from this bra, which annoys the heck out of me because those kinds of bras are so expensive. That's one of the reasons I prefer sports bras, is that they hold up through multiple washes. But with regular bras, non-sports bras, the underwire ones, they're a lot more high maintenance for laundering to keep their shape and support, and they lose support after a while, and it's just like, and they're so expensive. At least with the sports bras, you can get good deals on them, on ones that are super supportive and hold up. But regular bras, the more affordable regular bras that are like underwire, they never work out for me. They're always like, you get what you pay for kind of a thing. Let me know if you know of the inexpensive underwire bra brand that is high quality and supportive, because I haven't found it. Like I hate buying those kind of bras because I just feel like, ugh, but it does make all of the difference in how your clothes look, for sure. So it's definitely like a necessity, but at the same time, it's like, ugh, why? Hey, it could be worse. We could be back in the day having to wear all those elaborate corsets and things. I was not meant to be alive in those times. I do not like restrictive clothing. Like I don't, because honestly, a lot of it has to do with my eczema. If clothes are like tied or rubbing a certain way, it's not that it bothers me, but it starts aggravating my eczema. I start to get itchy there. And so I'm one, I just prefer more loose fitting clothing because I know it's not going to bother my skin. But a lot of people, on the other hand, are kind of similar to me, but rather instead of it being their eczema, it's like a overstimulation kind of thing, where they don't like a bunch of like clothes and like seams and things bother them, drive them up the wall. I can kind of empathize with that, but those things don't bother me so much. It's more just my skin will start reacting to clothing dyes and the like forget wool. No, I don't care. I could be in the Arctic and with only wool clothing available, I will gladly just freeze, because honestly the itch is just so miserable. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you so much for making it to the end. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend when you're watching this. If you like this vlog, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye!